Hello, I'm Clive Enniff, a business strategist, and I help people ensure they have a clear roadmap to success. In the world of business, we often hear people talking about gut feel and instinct. And while these things might have a role in running a business, it's really important that we have a clear map showing us what we're doing, how we're going to get where we want to be. And having a solid foundation in business means understanding the numbers. Now, does this mean you have to be an accountant? No, it doesn't. There are some basic numbers which will allow you to take control of your business and make it work for you rather than you working for the business. If you're operating without a clear understanding of what the numbers actually mean, there's a higher chance that you won't make it than you will. How do you say that in a nutshell? What gets measured gets managed. And measuring means that managing is much easier, and therefore your business will work for you. So what are the benefits of understanding these numbers? Well, just for starters, understanding the numbers helps with your decision making. It means that it's easier to manage your performance. It makes it much easier to set goals in line with what's actually happening, and therefore giving you a better understanding of what's achievable. And of course, it helps in allocating resources. Now, without going into all the nitty-gritty involved in all these numbers and how many different spots they apply within your business, you'll work that out pretty quickly once you start understanding that numbers are important in your business. You'll see how they apply right across every aspect of your business. So the first thing to understand is revenue. What's revenue? Revenue is all the money that comes in from the goods or services that are sold. There's more to revenue than just what's coming in. It's cash flow. And cash flow is very important because of all the small businesses which fail, an extremely high percentage of those businesses fail because of cash flow issues. So monitoring cash flow is extremely important. What's cash flow? Have we got enough money coming in to pay all the expenses going out? And that's all the expenses going out. Because if you're in small business, you know that there's a lot of expenses going out. So you need a lot of money coming in the front. So having identified our revenue, all the money coming in, the first thing that has to be taken out of that is the cost of goods. Now, in every business, there is a cost to provide that product or service that your customer is so pleased to receive. That's the first thing that has to be counted. After that, you've got all those day-to-day costs, very often referred to as the line items, what are very often referred to as operating expenses. All of those day-to-day expenses which just keep popping up. They have to be taken out. Now, when you've calculated all those expenses and you've taken them away from the revenue, that leaves you with a final figure. That's either a profit or a loss. That's called gross profit. So the figure you're left with now is what we refer to as your net profit. And to dig deeper into these numbers, which will give you a better idea of how your business is operating, you start looking at margins. So you have your gross profit margin. That's the margin between revenue and gross profit. So revenue minus the cost of goods sold. And then there's your net profit margin. That's the net profit compared to the revenue. Or another way of looking at that is how much profit is made from every dollar generated. So keeping this as simple as we can, one area that you might want to look at is the acquisition costs. How much does it cost you to bring on a new customer? So what are we looking at here? First, look at that cost. What is that figure, the cost of bringing on that new customer? There could be lots of things going into that, the cost of advertising, the cost of marketing, the cost of sales, total cost to bring on that new customer. And then look at the total revenue generated by that customer across the lifetime of that customer. If we look at this really simply, if we have a new customer comes on and that customer spends $150, but when we look at the cost of acquisition, we spent $200 to bring that customer on. That's not a good result. We're actually losing money. So we need to look to our products and make sure that we're delivering our product to our customer in a way that delivers us a profit. So why do we want to know about these numbers? Because it helps us make informed decisions. It shows us the areas of our business where we could improve something. It provides clarity and understanding how we're progressing. Are we doing well? How are we going relative to those goals that we set? We wanted this business to deliver something for us so that we could have a life, a better life perhaps than what we had before. Tracking the numbers allows you to see clearly what's happening in your business. Just looking at the simple numbers I've mentioned today is enough to start to give you clues. From those numbers, you can start drilling down and identifying more clearly other changes that you might make in your business. Finding other areas where improvements could be made. In business, just as in everything else, little changes right at the beginning can make a huge difference right at the end. So understanding the numbers in your business is really not optional. It's essential for survival. By monitoring your figures and regularly reviewing what's happening, what those numbers are showing you, it means that you gain valuable insights into how to better manage your business and therefore have a better chance of achieving the goals that you've set for yourself. So don't let your business be a guessing game. If you would like help understanding and improving your numbers, book a discovery call with me today.